Good morning to all of you. Today we will discuss uh, shares. Uh, what are shares? Its definition. Although most of you are very much aware about shares and its market system, but today we will discuss here about shares as academically. So, in all over the world, when established a corporation, owners may choose to issue common stock or preferred shares to investors. Companies issue equity shares to investors in return for capital, which is used to grow and operate the firm. Unlike debt capital obtained through a loan or bond issue, equity has no legal mandate to be repaid to investors and shares, while they may pay dividends as a distribution of profit, do not pay interest. Nearly all companies, from a little small to multinational, issue shares of some kind. So, according to Indian system, or we can say Section 284 of the Company Act 2013. So, what is share? Share means share in the share capital of a company and includes stock. So, as per Act, this is the definition of share. So, we may say shares are units of equity, ownership, interest in a corporation that exists as a financial asset that provides for an equal distribution in any residual profits, if any are declared in the form of dividend. Shareholders may also enjoy capital gains if the value of the company rise very commonly. If the company don't rise, if it falls, the dividend also will fall. So shares represent equity stock in a firm with the two main types of shares being common shares and preferred shares. As a result, shares and stock are commonly used interchangeably. So, in brief, we may discuss some basic features of share. So, what are the basic features of share? So, first one, shares represent equity ownership in a corporation or financial asset owned by investor who exchange capital in return of these units. So it's very common if someone will pay something, he will get something. And another feature, common shares enable voting rights and possible return through price appreciation and dividend. So I was talking about common shares. Then preferred shares. Preferred shares do not offer price appreciation, but can be redeemed at an attractive price and offer regular dividend. Another feature, most companies have shares, but only the shares of publicly traded companies are found on stock exchange. uh, Not a common, everybody cannot be registered on stock exchange. There are some law features about which company will be registered with stock exchange. So this was the feature. Those companies have shares, but only the shares of publicly traded. This is the basic point. Shares of publicly traded companies are found on stock exchange. Now we will discuss what are stocks. When a company wants to raise capital, every company wants to raise capital. Whenever a company wants to raise capital, Funds for operations or expansion. It can issue stocks that give investors ownership in the company, or it can borrow money from investors. Stocks are type of security that represent part ownership in a company. A stock certificate used to be awarded as proof of ownership in a company or multiple companies, representing the number of stock and investor owned in a company. Some stocks pay monthly or quarterly or annually dividends, benefits from earnings based on how many stocks are held by an investor. Investors can hold stocks in a variety of companies. On the other hand, a share indicates a portion of ownership. It's very important thing. A share indicates a portion of ownership in a particular company. Stocks are divided into shares. A share is a smallest denomination of a company stock. So let us discuss some key differences between stock and shares. So first of all, the major difference between them, that is ownership. Someone who owns stock may hold ownership in one or more companies. And if I want to be a owner or uh, hire a designated person in any company, then it is compulsory for me to hold stock. Someone who owns shares in a company has ownership of just one particular company, and stockholder can get ownership of more than two or three companies. Second key difference is denomination. Denomination. Someone who owns stock may own two different stocks of different values. So, this is a matter to understand. Someone who owns stocks may own two different stocks of different values. Someone who owns share in a particular company may own multiple shares of the same or equal value, that is share. And the someone who owns stock may own two different stocks of different value. That was third one, original issue. Stocks can be issued at any time by a company or companies needing to raise capital. Whenever they need capital, they will issue stocks. But shares cannot be issued anytime. There are some rule regulations to issue shares. And next, nominal value. Shares tend to have a nominal value associated with them, such as rupees 20, 50, 70 basic value. Why stocks have no nominal value? Next one is numeric value. Shares have a definite number known as distinctive number, but stock doesn't have any such number. Next one is paid up value. Stocks are always fully paid up by their nature. Shares can be either fully paid up or partially paid up. It depends on the number of shares. Now we will discuss kinds of share. As per Section 43 of Company Act 2013, shares can be broadly classified into two types. So first one is equity share and second one is preference share. Both these types of share vary in regard to share in profitability, voting rights, as well as settlement of capital when a company is winding up or is being liquidated. So let us discuss equity share capital. Equity shares are the main source of finance of a firm. These are issued to the general public. Equity shareholders do not enjoy any preferential rights. So be carefully listen this. Equity shareholders do not enjoy any preferential rights with regard to repayment of capital and dividend. They are entitled to residual income of the company, but they enjoy the right to control the affairs of the business, and all the shareholders collectively are the owners of the company. In the equity share capital, there is another class of share, that is equity share with the differential right. The differential rights are in respect of voting power and dividend. So generally, equity shares with less voting rights carry higher rate of dividend, but where the equity share with higher voting share carries with lesser rate of dividend. Equity shares with higher voting right are generally given to promoters, not to the common people. Equity shares with higher voting rights are generally given to the promoters or key managers, whatever their official or so-called boss type persons. Equity share with differential right generally companies gives because they want to improve the capital base, but they don't want to lose the control or management of the affair of the company. By issuing share with differential voting rights, the share capital will increase, but the control and the management is still remain in the hand of promoters, or VIP person, managing directors, whatever they are. So, in case of company issues shares with differential voting rights, that means generally one share carry one voting power. But in case of differential voting rights, one share carries more than one voting right or carries with lesser than one voting rights, as per memorandum of understanding, whatever there. So, Section 43 of 2 of the Company Act 2013 is explaining this concept with their rules. What are the rules of this act under section 43 of 2? So first one, articles of association of the company must provide for issue of equity shares with differential voting rights. Next rule, the company shall have a consistent track record of distributable profit for last 3 years, and the company shall obtain approval of shareholders by passing general resolution in general meeting. The company shall not have defaulted in filling annual returns or financial statements for the last 3 years, immediately preceding the financial year in which it was decided to issue such shares. And moreover, the company shall not have defaulted in a repayment of matured deposit or declared dividend to the shareholders. In case of listed companies, the issue of such share shall be proved by postal ballot. The company shall not have defaulted in redemption of its preference share debenture, which are due for redemption or pending. The company shall not have defaulted in a repayment. The company shall not have converted its existing equity share with voting rights. So these are some rules. According to amended Rule 4 of Companies, Rules 2014, the condition for issue of share with differential voting rights shall not exceed 74% of the total paid up capital, including equity share with differential rights at any point of time. and at least half of the board and two-thirds of the committee as prescribed by SEBI, Securities and Exchange Board of India, Regulation 2015. Regulation shall comprise of independent directors. Audit committee shall comprise only of independent directors. Appointment or removal of independent director in case where promoter is willingly transferring control to another entity, voluntary winding up of the company, initiation of a voluntary resolution plan under the insolvency and bankruptcy code, utilization of funds for purpose other than business. So these were the some rules that has aware us about what to do and what to not under Company Act. And now we will discuss preferential share capital. So preference shares are shares having preferential rights to claim dividends during the lifetime of the company and to claim repayment of capital on wind up. In case of preference share, the percentage of dividend is fixed. That is, the holder gets the fixed dividend before any dividend is paid to other classes of shareholders. Preference. So to understand preference share, let us discuss some features of preference shares. Dividends for preference shareholders. Preference shareholders have no right to vote in the annual general meeting of the company. These are a long-term source of finance. Dividend payable is generally higher than debenture interest. Right on assets when the company is liquidated. Par value of preference shares. Fixed rate of dividend irrespective of the volume of profit gain. So these are the some basic features of preference share. Now we will discuss types of preference shares. So first one is cumulative preference share. Cumulative preference share is called because if a company does not have the financial capability to pay dividend to the owner of its preference share at any point in time, if any time at bad time company has not money don't available to it, then we may refuse to say I don't have money, I cannot pay dividends. So if a company does not have the financial capability to pay a dividend to the owners of its preference share at any point of time, then it will not pay dividend to its common shareholders as long as the preference shareholder are not paid. VIPs first, others are second. Next, non-cumulative preference share. A non-cumulative preference shareholder is only payable from each year's net profit. A non-cumulative preference shareholder will not be paid from future profit. So if a company undergoes a loss in that year, then the outstanding payment of dividend cannot be claimed in the subsequent years like in case of cumulative preference share. So let us see an example. Suppose a company X normally issue a rupees 100 quarterly dividend to the preferred shareholder, but the company officials, director feels that there is not sufficient cash flow in that quarter to pay a dividend, and this is a non-cumulative stock. The company has no obligation to pay the missing dividend, and the holders of these shares have no claim against the company X or whatever the company is. And redeemable preference share. Preference share which can be redeemed after a fixed period or after giving a certain notice. are called redeemable preference shares. A redeemable preference share is a good for company. These act as a hedge against future inflation and when the monetary rates decline in the country. And then participating preference share. Participating preference share is where the issuing company is entitled to pay an increased dividend to the owners, in addition to preference dividend at fixed rate. Also, the holders of participating preference share may have the right to share the surplus asset of the company when it is winding up. Agreement for participating preferred shareholder may or may not include these features. These shares may be cumulative in nature so that unpaid dividends must be paid before any dividend can be issued to the owners of common stock. Non-participating preference, the holders of non-participating preference shares are entitled only to a fixed rate of dividend and do not have any share in the surplus profit. The surplus profit of the company will thus go to common shareholder. Convertible preference share, these are shares type of preference share where the holders has the option to convert into the common equity share of the company. This kind of preference share is useful for the investor. How? Who want to receive a preference share dividend and also participate in any kind of upward change in the price of the issuer's common share. Non-convertible preference shares do not carry the right of conversion into the company's common share. Preference share with callable option. So callable option, this is an innovative type of preference share available in the Indian capital market. And the other one is adjustable rate preference share for adjustable rate preference. So adjustable rate preference share, what type of are? The rate of dividend is not fixed and depends on current interest rate of the market. What are the whatever the current interest rates? So that will be adjusted to pay the shareholders. So these are some basic points of share and its kinds. Hope all of you understand about it. If any query, you may write to me. Thank you very much.